Hey, welcome to Man Kitchen Recipes. I'm Kevin, and tonight I'm going to make some chorizo and green chili bombs, and we're going to do it in the Pit Boss Lexington 500. I'm going to heat this up to 225. We're going to put the chorizo and green chili bombs in there for probably 30 minutes, then I'm going to crank them up to about 300, mainly because I want to get that bacon cooked. So let's go inside. I'm going to show you how to make these chorizo green chili bombs, and then we'll get them out here on the Pit Boss and get them cooked up. So for the inside of these chorizo green chili bombs, I'm actually going to use a full container of Hatch Autumn Roast, already chopped, heat level hot green chilies. I took them and I drained them. So I have my green chilies here. So I'm just going to dump all of these into this bowl. And then, you know me, or maybe you don't, I love this Chihuahua cheese. So I'm going to mix a bunch of this Chihuahua cheese in with the green chili. I love cheese. And then I'm also going to use, I'm going to add some garlic, granulated garlic. It's probably going to be right around I don't know, teaspoon and a half. And then I'm just going to use my hands, mix it up real well, see what kind of consistency I have. Looks pretty good. Let's see. It's pretty wet. So we'll see how we do. I think I'm going to add a little bit more cheese. I want to be able to get a nice, if I can, I'm just going to have to use the rest of this up and get me some more. So I'm going to try to get it so that I can roll these into some, I don't know, maybe golf ball size, maybe a little bit bigger balls for the inside of my chorizo bombs. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can get these into some balls and put them on some parchment paper. Because they're so moist, once I'm going to throw these in the freezer, but once I get these out of the freezer, I don't want them to stick to that metal. So I'm going to try to get these to hold together enough so that I can throw them in the freezer. Okay, let's see if that'll hold together. All right, so here are my cheese and green chili balls. I'm going to throw them in the freezer for a couple of hours. I want to get them hard. The reason why is once I wrap them in the chorizo and bacon, while that's cooking, I don't want the cheese to get too melty and melt out of my chorizo bombs. So, all right, I'm going to throw these in the freezer and we'll see in a little bit. All right, so here's the chorizo I got. Chorizo comes in different ways. This is more like a hamburger. It's made of pork, but sometimes you get it and it's real runny. So you want to make sure you get the chorizo that's not so runny. Okay, and I've got some parchment paper down here. And basically all I'm going to do is cut this in fours because I am looking to do 4 of these chorizo green chili bombs. Like my knife. Okay, just using that. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to kind of make it a little bit round. So when I smash it, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be round. But you can use a pan. You can use a rolling pin. I'm using my Blackstone Smashburger Smasher. So you want to get these thin. Push it down as hard as you can. I need to get it thin so that it'll wrap around that cheese ball. And if you get it down, you know, good size. If you don't have a smasher like this, if you have a pan, you can get it a little ways. And if you have a rolling pin, you know, you can get it even smoother or thinner. Okay. All right. Let's see if this is going to be big enough for one of my green chili and cheese balls that have been in the freezer for, I think they've been in there for about 3 hours. So let me grab one of those. And there they are. And what I want to do now is see if I can get that chorizo wrapped around this frozen cheese ball. I can get that up. Hopefully. Maybe I got it too thin. Okay, here it comes. Need to get it up off of that parchment paper, and that's why I use parchment paper. Looks like that's going to be big enough. Okay, so get this chorizo wrapped all the way around that cheese ball. It's not going to be real thick, which is fine. The chorizo needs to cook. The cheese needs to melt. You just want to try to get it so you have it sealed up really good, because it never fails. That cheese will find a way to escape. Anytime you cook with cheese inside of something, somehow it's like water. It finds a way out. All right. Okay. So we get our chorizo ball. And then we want to see, I don't know if we can just use one strip of bacon maybe. Let's see if it'll fit. Might have to do two, which is totally fine because, hey, can you really ever have enough bacon? All right, so I got one like that. I'm gonna do two. Okay, so the other ones, they went really easy, because I wasn't filming it, so the chorizo came right off of the parchment paper. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these on a wire cooling rack, and you know me, upside down, feet up, so you can slide it around that grill if necessary. All right, I usually don't use toothpicks whenever I wrap with bacon, and yeah, most part they stay together. And I ended up putting another piece of bacon. So there's two pieces of bacon, kind of looks like a baseball almost. I thought, why am I being so cheap with the bacon? Let's just throw the bacon, throw another piece on there. Okay, so there we go. There's our chorizo and bacon wrapped green chili and cheese bombs. I had leftover green chili and cheese mix. I had jalapenos. I had bacon. So now I have bacon wrapped green chili and cheese filled jalapenos to use up those last 4 pieces of bacon. All right, now I can get these on the grill. Okay, Pit Boss is running right at 225, and here they are, feet up. I can move this thing around however I want, right? Okay, so we're gonna put them in there, 225 for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna crank it up to about 300 to get that bacon cooked. I'll be back. Okay, 30 minutes in, we're still rolling at 225. I'm gonna crank this up to 300. All right, it's been an hour. I did 15 minutes ago, I bumped it up to 320. The bacon needed to get done. So my lighting over here is terrible. I'm using a flashlight. Oh yeah, that one's got a little bit of blowout back there. I think these are ready to come off. See you inside the house. There they are. Look at that. Chorizo green chili bombs. And some poppers. Plate these chorizo bombs, chorizo and green chili. We're going to use some mashed potatoes, smashed potatoes. I didn't whip them. Okay, and then like I said, we're I'm from New Mexico, so we like our green chili and our red chili. So I don't know if you've ever had red chili on mashed potatoes, but talk about the bomb. So we're going to add some red chili to the mashed potatoes. And take one of our chorizo and green chili bombs and set that right on top like that. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay, and since the plates are on mashed potatoes and red chili, I'm going to take one and cut it in half for you so we can see what's on the inside. Look at that. That one's starting to ooze out. There's the green chili and cheese with the chorizo and wrapped in bacon. Okay, now I got to taste it. Okay, so there's my chorizo and green chili and cheese bombs. This one did leak out a little bit in the back, so it's not as full as I'm hoping the ones on the mashed potatoes are, but I'm going to take a bite of these for you. That is really delicious. Nice and spicy too with that green chili and the chorizo. Gotta have bacon. That's really good. Okay,
give these a try. Get some chorizo, cheese, green chilies. You can use poblanos, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.